Nick, today we're going to be doing our jump training exercise that we talked about last week. Now remember, we're doing our jump training exercises because the research indicates it can improve the power of your leg muscles. And that improvement in power can help you have a faster walking speed. And that's one of the goals that we talked about.
That is important to me.
Awesome. So, this is only going to last 5 minutes, but we're going to do it 5 times a week for the next 6 weeks. You excited?
I am.
Awesome. So, one thing to consider when you're doing an exercise program is the place you're in. Okay, so we want to be in a closed environment. That means free from distractions. All right, we want to make sure we're on a flat surface and that there are no obstacles that you can fall over. That's just for your safety and to get the most out of your exercises. Okay?
Sounds good.
Okay, so I'm going to explain to you the exercises. We're going to do 3 different jumping exercises, and we're going to do them 3 times each. Okay, I'm going to be monitoring your heart rate with this device because we're going to rest in between each jumping exercise until your heart rate returns to its resting value of 65 beats per minute. Okay? So for the first exercise, we're going to jump in place for 30 seconds, as many times as we can.
Okay.
Are you ready?
Yes.
I'll be spotting you. Go ahead when you're ready. And time. Excellent job. You're really using your legs to generate momentum. So you're bending your knees, and that's really good. I think you can generate even more momentum if you incorporate your arms. Try to swing your arms. Do you feel how they weren't moving much?
Yeah, now that you mention it, they weren't.
So keep that in mind.
Okay.
Now that your heart rate is back down, let's talk about the second exercise, which is jumping straight up and down, just 1 time, as high as you can.
Okay.
Are you ready?
Yes.
Go ahead. That was awesome. You're really generating a lot of power and momentum through your legs. What do you think could have went better?
You know what? Now that you mention it, I didn't really get that arm swing.
Okay, so keep that in mind. You can generate some momentum by swinging your arms.
Okay.
Now that your heart rate is back down, let's do the third exercise, which is jumping as far as we can, just 1 time.
Okay.
I'll be here whenever you're ready. That was great. What do you think went well there?
Well, I think that time I was able to do the arm swing and use my legs.
That's right. You swung your arms and you used your legs to generate momentum. Great job. Now that you're back down to resting heart rate, are you ready to do that 2 more times?
I sure am.
Let's do it.
All right. Hey, Andrew. So we're going to continue on progressing you with the power development that we've been working on. Okay. So it's going to be similar to what we did before. We're still going to be going 5 times a week for another 6 weeks, and we're going to keep you in a similar environment because for right now, again, we're really focusing on the progression of power. So I don't really want you distracted. We want to focus on the task at hand. So we're going to keep on a level surface and no obstacles. Okay. The progression is that we're going to move from 30 seconds to 45 seconds on the jump for time, and then the vertical jumps and the distance jump, we're going to do 2 efforts instead of just 1 effort. Okay? We're still going to be using your baseline heart rate, which we already measured. It was 65 today, to gauge your rest periods. All right? We measured your vitals already, and everything looks good. Heart rate, blood pressure, and O2 stat. So if you're ready, you can go ahead and start. Okay. Okay, good. Let's put this on, measure your heart rate. So, that was a good effort. You maintained your balance, which is good, and you were using some good leg drive. But for the future efforts, we want to use our legs, maybe a little more range of motion with the legs, and make sure to pump with that arm, because that'll help you generate momentum. Okay? Back down to 65, so you can go ahead and do your vertical efforts.
Okay.
And 1 more. Okay, good. So what do you think went well about that?
I definitely used my legs. I forgot to use my arms.
Okay, good. I'm glad you noticed that.
Yeah.
You didn't really get much arm drive still.
Yeah.
So let's keep that in mind for this next effort.
Okay.
You're at 65 beats per minute, so you
Okay.
can go ahead and do your jumps for distance.
Okay,
Okay, good. Put this on. So, how did that go?
I think it went well. I know I used my legs, and I'm pretty sure I got good arm swing too.
You did. You did. You had good arm swing and you had good leg drive. So that's what we want moving forward for the next 2 sets of those 3 exercises, okay?
Got it.
All right, you're back down to 65. You ready to go?
Let's do it.
All right.
Cool.
Hi Christian, so we're going to go ahead and progress from your jump training to a new level because you've been doing a really good job lately. And we obviously put you with the weight is going to apply a little bit more resistance. We're going to do the same jump training that we did last time. So you're going to jump in place for 30 seconds, you're going to jump as high as you can once, and then jump as far as you can once.
Okay.
We'll do that 3 times over, okay? So, before we took your vitals, everything looked good. Heart rate was 65, SaO2, your oxygen was like 97%, which is great. Your blood pressure was 120/80, all right? So we're gonna go ahead and run through these same exercises in this environment. So notice I took you out of the busy gym into this nice closed room. We have nice grippy surfaces, it's flat floor, there's not a lot of people around. So I really want you just to focus on what we're doing today, okay?
Okay.
All right? So, and like before, we're gonna do this 5 days a week, 5 minutes a day, same routine. We're just gonna do it with a little bit of resistance, okay?
Okay.
This is gonna help increase your power like we talked about before, okay?
Okay.
All right, so if you're ready to go, let's go ahead and start with the 30-second jump.
Okay.
All right. Okay, that's 30 seconds. Let's go ahead and check your pulse. Okay, good. Okay, so what I noticed there was you were getting good drive through your legs, but I didn't see a whole lot of arm motion. We talked about this last time. I really want you to try and use your arms to drive your body upward, okay?
Okay.
It can really help with the momentum.
Okay.
Okay, heart rate's back to 65. So let's go ahead and try that jump for height this time, okay?
Okay.
All right, whenever you're ready. Okay. Just check your pulse again. All right, so I noticed your legs were doing great that time, but what do you think you could have done a little bit better?
Well, I tried to use my arm, but I really didn't swing a lot with it. So I'm thinking about it, but I just got to actually do it.
Good, good, okay, that's exactly what I would have said. Okay, 65 beats per minute. Looks like you rested completely. Let's go ahead and jump for distance, okay? Whenever
Okay.
you're ready. Okay. Let's go and check your pulse again. All right, so tell me about that. How do you think that went?
I think it went well. That's like the farthest jump I've done, and I feel like I really used my legs, but I also actually used my arm instead of just thinking about it.
Exactly, and see the difference when you use your arms?
Yeah, it felt great.
Fantastic, okay. You ready to do that 2 more times?
Think so.
Okay, great. 65 beats per minute, let's go for it.
Let's do it.
All right.